Hi-ho! 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 Hi-ho!
Warehouse complex at the Sullivan. The dump site and everything. Background, of course, is all sorts of farmland, mountain ranges that make up the Canadian Rockies, etc. 26th of September. Cold. That brown building right there is the warehouse complex for the Kimberley mine. This angled building is the #1 hoist shaft. The hoist goes from this level that you see it, which is around 42 or 43,000, all the way down to the depths of the earth, somewhere around 22 or 23,000 foot level, all on big cables. And that whitish building in the background houses the hoist, motors and whatnot. We're going to go underground for a while. Window of our Jeep. That's the portal entrance to get down in the mine for the mechanized section. And over there's the main dry, where the guys come out and they change and put their lights away and everything. Right now, we're going to go into that place where the doors are opening. So we're not going to see very much in a minute, but just so you get an idea, this is what it's going to look like as we get close. Can't see beams. Maybe down a little ways. But we're going to go down to the shop from here. This is called the #1 ramp portal. And we're going to go down into the mine to the 3900 level. At 3900 level, this happens to be an area where we keep the ambulance, which is this device right there, mechanized ambulance. Right over there's the entrance to the refuge station, 3900 level refuge station. Going through that way, you would make a right turn and go down to the shops, or make a left and go up towards the wide spot and get you back towards the outside. And these beasts here are different types of man carrier vehicles. That's all their purpose is, to take people in and out of the mine or around within the mine. That machine right there is a big old high-ab, has a big crane on the back that we would use. And this has been recently fixed up in here as a PM bay where we service the vehicles for preventive maintenance, changing oils and whatnot. And this is kind of our little fun gallery here. This happens to be Getman's liftall or whatever you call it back here. We use for the electrical work and blast hole loading and things. We're going to move on. It's just right next to that other service bay. This one's been designated the electrical PM bay, where the electricians would service vehicles from the electrical standpoint. And this way, we're going to get to the other side of the shop itself. This is not in the shop, but this is actually getting to the shop. You can see we keep all the tires and stuff here for changes. That way there gets you into the conventional side of the mine. Don't ask me where, because I've never been there. But that, where we're going to enter now, is the shop itself. And we're going to see what boys we can find doing different things down here. 3907 shop 26. This is one of the big haulage trucks. They're doing a little bit of a brake job on it right now. We have a rebuild room right here. This is a Samurai's bakery. It's Len Jakes' place where he's working on it. This is the tool crib where we check out tools and things to use. Want to say hello to the folks?
No.
No, you don't want to say hello? Mr. DeVal?
You're on a camera taking
Yeah.
are you?
Yeah.
Are you taking movies of now?
I'm taking movies of you right now. Bingo, you are on it. I'm just showing my audience around. 60 Jeep. Here are the men.
Look at that big fucker up there.
Oh, who is that boy? That's the boss sneaking away. We see him as he is.
I want to make a couple photos there for get a boring machine.
Do ya?
Huh?
You need somebody to...
More of the photographer with it, eh, Mike?
That's right. You need somebody to direct.
Director, producer, cameraman, prop director, set designer, the whole bit. You do it all, eh?
Camera. That's Morris in the foreground and Mel in the background with the yawn. Nasty
Are
guys.
you talking into that thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's somebody hiding over there. Who can that be? Let's go see what he's doing. Want to say a few words?
This wouldn't be a good place to do that kind of stuff, Mike.
We have found the underground man. Is he gonna zap that? Say hello, Rick.
No.
Oh, isn't this for the truck? That's Rick Mellychuck. It looks like he's making a rack for his boat. And this is Steve Burden, who's looking on, giving Rick Mellychuck the dimensions and the expertise advice on how to make the frame. Isn't that wonderful? This is our welding bay area and another bit of our shop area where we could fix the vehicles. Right to the steam bay. We can get past this jumbo machine. There's somebody that is deciding to spray wash this machine. That's Gene Svensson up there playing with the washing machine. He's steam cleaning off a large 8-yard scoop tram right now inside our steam bay. Yard scoop tram, boy. That's an 8-yard scoop tram, and that's Gene up there. Say hi. He's not going to say hi. He's just going to look process. You don't often catch him working, so it's kind of unusual. This is going to be a legacy. We'll probably have to put it on some sort of a revolving video cassette with tunes from it. Prove to people that Gene actually worked. Lights moving around the way they are, I have to stop. But every time I move, you can see it trails. But anyway, this used to be our old steam bay. And now it comes all the way through. And we utilize that steam bay where we were just at. But over there, that green door at the end is the warehouse main entrance where they get their supplies and stuff. And you would make a left there and go down into the shop itself, which is where we're going to go right now. Little beastly Jeep that I drove down in. Going up this way would take you over to the refuge station. And going down this way, it's going to take us to the shop. So if I don't slip and fall. As you can see, there's really the main entrance to the shop right here. And that guy over by his box, right there, is the famous Ken Ristomac. I'll catch these guys when they're far away.
Wait, I got glasses on.
Oh, do you think I'm going to give this to the superiors?
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do that.
They might catch hold of it.
All right. So what are we doing here?
We're putting this master cylinder in.
Oh, did you get the fun of putting this thing together, did you? Oh, yes. This is that funny jumbo. That's Crazy Roger Benson, our designated driver from last night. They have wonderful technique on that wrench.
Sound?
Pardon?
Does that thing have sound?
Yeah, that's why I have to talk to it, otherwise we'll forget what we're doing here. Yeah, everyone think I'm a little crazy when I say, camera, this now, or we're doing that now.
So if I grunt here, then you can hear it, eh?
Yeah, yeah, you want to grunt for the folks, or?
Yeah. Ready?
Yep.
This is tight. Better be careful or I'll bust something off.
Well, we've seen enough of this working stuff. Can't have this, right? Say goodbye.
Okay, see ya.
We're going to go to the shops over here. Oh my goodness. Through these doors. Keep them closed. This is conventional side. Also known as the 124 Shop 3907 breakthrough. It's awesome, eh? You keep going down that way, and that is wherever it goes. But it's the conventional track side. See the little wee tracks down here? Hello, Mr. Morris.
Mikey.
You coming?
Mikey filming again.
You coming to get a drill?
No, I'm coming to steal a piece off one.
Oh, let's go see what you're going to do. This is, let's see, our nice ambulance over here for conventional people. Not for mechanized people. We have a wonderful Dodge van that would come to our assistance in about 5 years. And straight down that way is, what? A bunch of little Lokis on the track, electrical shop, drill doctor's shop. I'll show you a big piece of rock that fell down in a minute. But we're going to watch Morris steal or rob some parts off another drill if there's one available. This is where the boys rebuild the drills, as you can see there. And this is eyewitness. Yeah, this is called sabotage or scavenging or something here. Oh, he's getting a fitting off that thing, eh? Those are the hands of that man. Have you seen yourself on these things before, Morris?
No.
No, it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
When you haven't ever seen yourself before. Very cautiously, that was safety first. Good to see that.
Don't want anyone to see you doing this, so.
No.
I mean, like big bosses might get a little upset.
That's right. I'll take a picture of them without their chin strap on. Let's see.
That's, how come it's still here? Watch it, he doesn't like to be showed up.
Oh
And
my
show
goodness.
what Jeffy does during the day.
He's going to come over here and give me a ration of crap.
Do you?
Don't do that. We're going to head over here.
Hey, Michael, you know what you're doing there, though?
Ah, funny guy.
That was Jeff. Jeff Morris. We had some boys over here doing a little bit of work to make this place a little bigger in this area up there. And while the guy was drilling, he noticed some water cascading out through a fracture. And fortunately for him, he was on the ball enough to realize that something was going to happen very soon. And he had just enough time to get out of the way when this very large piece of merchandise decided to come down, crashing and boom. I don't know how many tons they figure that is, but that is definitely a big piece of rock. In there is about 1 foot by about 8 inches. Okay, so that rock right there, you can see is fairly skookum, as they say up here. But coming on down this way, these vices there are called Lokis, and they pull some of the cars around. They fill up with ore, and drop them in various locations, and then or empty the contents, and then the rock would go down to the crushing areas, and they would get crushed to certain sizes, and then finally transported over towards the mill, which is 5 or so kilometers away from here, out of the mine, surface level, and then away. But this is the 124 shop breakthrough area. It goes over to what they call the main line. This is also known affectionately as the hole in the wall, because if you were to walk over here, you would see that you go through a hole in the wall, and then you are on a main circuit. And right through here, the little Loki tracks, as you might be able to tell way down there, there's a couple of different colored lights. I don't know if you can see them, but they're just like almost like a regular railroad line as such. They would indicate when to go and when not to go and whatnot. So this is the hole in the wall. We're going to proceed back through this way and go back to the shop. Hopefully go get some coffee. Get to listen to the noise of the shop, so I'm going to turn my earmuffs down so I don't have to hear too much. Gets us up into the library area, and then we also the warehouse to that there. Library. The eating area. Keep all our service references and stuff and all our other garbage over here. And this is the cage. Say hi. That's Mr. Shields' camera. Camera's recording this for us. Oh yes.
Yeah?
So that's why you had to say hi.
Hi! What is that not still on?
Oh, it's still going.
Okay.
Kind of, what's it make you feel like? A little on edge?
No. I don't mind the camera. Back in my broadcasting days,
Ah,
before I became a mole.
is that right? Okay, push. We're just inside the library here. The boys are starting to go back to work. And through here is the way to get into either the warehouse through this door here, or into the office. And our friend Todd Downey usually sits over there. Oscar, when he was working here, used to sit over there. Char's not here, but that's her space right there. And this is the planning office. and they keep the history of maintenance on the machines here and a lot of the technical books and stuff like that. Little computer bank that they have part numbers and things that they can look up and find where we might be located at. And then that just goes outside over there to the other, I guess you can say, pathway or whatever to get back over into the shop. And go back out the door. Back door. Now. Ooh, video. Crazy can down there. We'll just take a picture from up at the stairs of our fun shop. Hello. And we'll go over to the warehouse, I think, if we can get in.
Hey, Mikey.
See if I can talk. Hi.
Hey.
I want to come in the warehouse and show my fans who I take the picture for what the warehouse looks like.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Grant? This is the high security. You have to have 4 pieces of ID before you can walk in.
Right, and an encoding code.
Yeah.
Encoding card.
Isn't this fun? So, we'll walk through the warehouse and we can just take a look. All the inventory of fun supplies and things that a person needs to maintain this fleet down here. And a lot of times you have to get in supplies from all over the place. Have them flown in because, believe it or not, they don't have them. Just chock full. That's that big door that you recall we looked at the other direction. Just rows and rows and rows of parts. Person can get lost. Oh my goodness. No. Shh, quiet. So you're gonna smile? We're just since I had the free time, I can take pictures and what do you call it? Do the illegal stuff that you're not supposed to do down with cameras and stuff. But that way, at least I'll be able to have a permanent, somewhat of a record of what's going on. Show people. How's it feel when you sit in front of this?
Not bad.
No?
I'm not camera shy.
No.
I prefer behind the camera.
I had this on Alex, and poor old Alex, he was starting to kind of come unglued. Well, there's no problem, but if you wouldn't mind shutting that off, you know. So anyway, that's how that worked. And I see by our clock on the wall there that I'm going to have to get outside. So we got a visiting party coming back. Look at all these parts. You know, when you look through it from the eye of this camera, you realize that we have tons and tons of parts down here. Well, but we're going to have to go make our leave, I think.
Meanwhile, the first 8 guys were trying to, or some of the poor fuckers.
Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's home from work we go.